So yeah, myself, Sonny Mohanty. I'm the regional director of Latoken, which is the top 20 cryptocurrency exchange in the world. And so I'm the regional director. I'm based in Singapore. I'm going to share my screen and take you through the presentation today. Sorry, I'm just new to using this feature. Can you see my screen, everyone? So so what I do at Latoken, I help uh, finding great startups and enabling them to achieve their full potential by helping with fundraising, asset tokenization, exchange listing, and post listing performances. I hope you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So I really love this. I really love this slide. It emphasizes the power of the right approach where we are now. Is it the era of crisis or era of opportunities? It is most definitely uncertain times, but who is better to deal with uncertainty than startups? Running out of cash is still the number one reason companies go bankrupt. LA Token actually solves this issue, and I will show you a little how a little later. So LA Token Launchpad. So why LA Token? Why us? So if you have any questions, do ask me. I'll try and answer you. So that's good that people can see my screen. I was just making sure that everybody can see my screen properly. So why Latoken? I like to begin with a few minutes to talk about Latoken, Latoken. It all started about 2 years ago when Latoken raised 18 million in ICO to build a global exchange. Since then, we have grown to be top 10% of digital exchanges by liquidity in the world and the largest launchpad for IOs as per ICO Bench. How did we get there? Let me give you some vital stats that will help you understand why we are where we are. We have done 150 plus IEOs since 2017 and we have listed 400 plus tokens. This brought us more than half of the million, which is like 500,000 plus registered users and monthly website traffic of 3 million visits. A couple of points about our global footprint, and we are going to talk about it in more detail a bit later. Latoken organizes and promotes blockchain economic forum across the world throughout the year, events that gather entrepreneurs, investors, industry leaders, and renowned public speakers. Thanks to those events, we have built a network of 80 billion plus AUM, 100 plus VC firms, angel investors, and family offices, which allows entrepreneurs and startups to raise 900 million through their participation and in sponsorship of the Blockchain Economic Forum. This is the largest crypto fundraising platform for new tokens. Okay, so let's talk details here and let's talk some numbers. As I have said, ICO Bench rates Latoken as far as the largest launchpad for new tokens. In fact, we are 15% as big as here as the number 2 competitor. That shows you the importance that blockchain and crypto have attained in terms of offering startups and entrepreneurs a new way to raise funds. And Latoken rides that way big time. In fact, we have provided this fundraising opportunities to 54 projects from all around the globe. By August 2019, only therefore, we have collected a substantial expertise in the fundraising process, starting from projects in-depth audit and ending with providing projects with investment advices to increase their chances of hitting the fundraising targets. So these are two successful use cases that we have. Basically, the numbers speak for themselves. I would just like to emphasize a point that there are two key components to the success of an IO: the project itself, the team, the backers, the community, and the product, and the overall traction. And number two is a marketing campaign supporting the token sale. If you have both, your chances of hitting your fundraising targets increase substantially. So this is airdrop. Latoken airdrop product is highly efficient tool projects benefit from to promote their coming IEOs and greatly increase the number of traders of the project. From 10,000 to 100,000 real Telegram group users, 20 plus success cases done on our platform. Okay, this is very interesting. This talks about the recently launched VCTV that broadcasts our today's road shows to 15,000 viewers via trading terminal, Latoken landing page, and crowdfunding section. Latoken VCTV delivers a project IO announcement in a format of video content to thousands of additional potential investors on our platform. List your token, invest in coming IEOs, buy your favorite cryptocurrency on top ranked Latoken app with the lowest fees on your local market with one click only. Worldwide investors roadshows. We talked about Latoken's blockchain economic forums. This slide provides a little more color. Our BEFs are really high profile major events happening in multiple locations across the world throughout the year. In addition to the primary goal of connecting entrepreneurs and startups to investors, BEFs attract many industry leaders, the biggest names in venture capital and money management, such as Tim Draper, who is a co-founder of Draper Fisher, one of the most well-known VC firms, the former presidents of Mexico and Bulgaria. So as you can see, we are in favor of open and straightforward discussions and welcome people with various opinions and viewpoints. Okay, fundraise online with 10 times less cost and 100 times more outreach. So I would like to present you our 3 recent online fundraising opportunities that we are currently offering to great startups all around the world. The Investors Room, the online pitching sessions, the crowdfunding campaign, which is the online pitching sessions for the IEO. The Investors Room. So what is the Investors Room? There are 3 simple steps. Create your landing page on Latoken, get visible to 500,000 plus potential investors and 3 million plus new coming visitors on Latoken website. That is your visit card to investors pool. Present your project to Latoken team of investment experts in your own video streaming room. We reserve the slot for you in video streaming room so you can test your pitching to Latoken investment experts and get instant feedback on your presentation to make sure that you're 100% ready to pitch in front of VC funds. Get shortlisted to present your project in front of selected investors. You uploaded your project's white paper on pitch deck to virtual data room. You receive the feedback from our investment experts and we start to plan your project's pitching date. You get selected to pitch in front of Latoken community and elite investors, investor panel. Online pitching sessions. Latoken is currently offering a great crowdfunding method in the global pandemic scenario. Online fundraising pitch sessions in front of investors with 80 billion plus AUM. Here is the value that your project receives. Reaching a worldwide investors community of 500K plus, no cross-border travel expenses and issues, flexible schedulings, projects from any time zone can get pitching slot. Marketing support, Latoken provides you with marketing support necessary for successful crowdfunding and instant equity sell. Entrepreneurs and startups have already raised 900 million by their participation in and sponsorships of BEF. The crowdfunding campaign. Some of the projects can also add crowd sale fundraising to their online pitching session package. If you have a token, we make a primary offering campaign targeted at your 500K user base with banner on the main page with 3 million plus monthly visits, customizable referral program, and secondary market listing. Even if you don't have a token, we can make the whole tokenization of your product leverage from. So 2 steps to raise funds at Latoken now. To sum up, the process of participating in online pitching is very straightforward. Pitch for a Latoken team of and pitch in front of selected 80 AUM VC funds. So I mean, I hope you have. What's your working path at your job in crypto? So basically, when I started my career during the ICO days, even though I didn't had much knowledge about ICOs, but I still wanted to explore what are cryptocurrencies and everything. And since I live in Singapore, other day, like I used to have meetups in Singapore. So I saw all the big influencers, big names from the industry were in Singapore, and they were hosting events, and there were like thousands and thousands of people attending those meetups. Yes, I'll share the PowerPoint slides with you with my contact details so that you exactly know what I'm talking about. So why a career in crypto? Because I sort of liked once I got my hands on it, and I started working with the different startups, and I could see a lot of founders with great ideas. I agree a lot. In 2017, early 2018, there were many scammy projects, but eventually the market has matured, and now so I think all the serious projects are out there in the business. So if you like to contact me, so this is my contact address. You can have a look. So to raise funds for your project success, please contact me, my WhatsApp, my Telegram, and my email. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I chose a career primarily because it was new technology, and nobody had a clue. I mean, few people had a clue, few people knew what they were saying, how to do an ICO successfully. And there were a lot of ICO advisory companies back then, and a lot of investor meetups, like private meetups back then, which I used to attend to just get some knowledge about this technology. This kind of cryptocurrency used to fascinate me. What kind of currency is that? I haven't heard about anything other than cash, as a currency. So that sort of excited me to go into this technology. I didn't have much knowledge about blockchain back in those days. The fascinating thing for me was cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin, and all the tokens that and the coins that the startups had to solve a problem, the use cases. So it's been nearly 3 years to my journey within the crypto space, and I know looking back. Uh, yeah, so that's very interesting. Do we have question answers or anything? What's the turning point for you with technology? Okay, so the turning point is that the underlying technology is very secure, trustable, immutable, trackable, and traceable. I've heard that when you're transferring money from one country to another country, it's very expensive. You know that using the banks and the banking system that we have. But with the blockchain technology, underlying blockchain technology, the cost is fraction, even less than fraction of the cost. The technology itself is very robust in that sense. very safe, trustable. That's the thing. The trust factor is there because nobody owns the blockchain. It's owned by the community, not a single centralized entity, just like a bank. So that's that. The technology of decentralization actually fascinated me. I want to know how a technology be decentralized and be used. So and not centralized where we're just dependent on one body, and if that body does something wrong with our hard-earned money, then we don't have nobody to go to. But this is decentralized, owned by people like you and me. So, so that's the turning point for me. So every day is a learning curve for me. I learn every day. I self-educate myself. I would go to online tutorials and learn the technology every day as I speak. So yeah, I will share the presentation here. What would your take on cryptocurrency is considered illegal by some countries? Uh, well, it's not considered illegal by any countries anymore. I think India. If I hear correctly from the founders in India, the central governing authority in India had banned the cryptocurrencies, but now the ban is lifted. I think the high courts, the courts in India gave a green signal, so it's not considered illegal anymore. Cryptocurrencies are not illegal, I would say. They are not adopted everywhere. Like I think they are, um, yeah, but they're not illegal. What do you advise a young lady who doesn't know how much she really want to learn, but you know that when you Google, you're confused? What's the first step I have to do, or the best site to learn? I think, Iman, sorry. So, Iman, like you have so many webinars like this that you attend on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So, just Google on Eventbrite or just Google blockchain, Google cryptocurrencies. And I'm sure, I mean, there are like hundreds of events, webinars, virtual events happening these days. Uh, so, so my, um so my thing is just go and Google and learn the basics of the cryptocurrencies. Learn the basics of how does tokenomics work. How when a project says that they have a token, how did they build that token, and why did that build? What was the purpose of that token? Is it a utility token? Is it a security token? What's the difference between the two? So there are so many things that you have to learn, even though it's just one word cryptocurrency. There's so many things you have to learn. There are plenty of content out there on cryptocurrencies. Yeah. So I will share my presentation in chat. So any other question do you have? Okay, I think we are done here. And thanks for your time and thanks for listening to me. I hope you reach out to me. You reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll share my LinkedIn link. And thank you.